Hey everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel here at David Christopher's. I'm Jen and this is David.
Hi.
And we have some Easter ideas for you, and they're quick and they're easy and they're simple and they're inexpensive.
That's the goal, is we want to give you something quick and easy and inexpensive to do. So we're going to try and run through those really quick.
If you want to find us, look online at davidchristopher's.com. We sell wholesale and retail, so you can click whether you're a wholesale customer. If you have never set up an account with us before, it's very easy. Email us at info@davidchristopher's.com. We can get you set up with a wholesale account so you can buy and resell your items that you're making or things in your store. If you're a retail customer and you just want to do it yourself, click that retail button link and it'll take you to all of our beautiful flowers. So this is the wreath that you're going to show us how to make, right? This is the finished product.
This is finished product.
So I see that this has, it looks like about 3 different things in it, but maybe 2. How many things does this have in it?
Well, it actually looks like it's got several different things in it because the items that we're going to use have multiple different things on each pick. It looks like it's got a lot of different things added into it, a lot of creativity, a lot of depth, but really in reality it's just 2 picks.
Ooh.
So there's an egg pick and then there's a pansy pick, and we're going to put those together and create this wreath.
Great.
I was just going to glue them in real quick. Whippersnappers. Really what we need is we need this egg pick that's got yellow and pink eggs on it, and we need this pansy pick that's kind of a yellow, pinkish, violet, purple mix, and we're going to put those together and make our wreath. So we're going to do this as easy as possible where we don't even use wire cutters. Really, because these are a good size, we're just going to dip these in some glue and we're going to slide the stem end of the pick in as far as we can get it. And we're going to do that in some sections. Take the tag off, dip that in. So you want to space out a little bit here where you have enough room for another pick in between these. So I'm leaving a little gap in between. And we'll go back to the gap later. Alright, so I've got 5 egg picks in, and then I'm going to go in between those with my pansy pick. And the pansy pick's got some twigs that'll let you bend those out a little bit further. You want to bring some of the pansy up, some of it down, some of it, you know, out past the wreath a little bit so that it's got some good depth to it. Make sure you get all of that green stem as much as you can into the wreath, and then you're really just going to pull, these are all wired, so you're going to pull all of that out. And you get some of the pansy past your wreath, some of it to the inside, some of it all over the place, so we kind of fill in that spot. So we've got a little bit of a basis here. There's a couple of little spots where we could use a little bit more, but for the most part we've got something kind of going on here, and really that's just 5 of the pansy picks and 5 of the egg picks on an 18-inch wreath base. So at this point I'm going to cut a couple of the eggs so that I can go outside of my wreath just a little bit more. And I love this egg pick because it's got some foliages on it. It's got this little like tea leaf boxwood looking thing, and it allows me to use greenery and eggs at the same time. So any of those places where you feel like, you know, there was a little gap, you can just go in, fill that in just a little bit, and in the end you're going to use just a few more of those, and we're going to have a finished product.
So the two picks that David used today, the egg pick is retail $2.99, and the pansy pick is
$3.99.
But today, March the 5th, 2021, we have these on sale for half off, and that sale will be running pretty much for the rest of the month, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're thinking you don't really decorate a whole lot for Easter. You might not like the eggs. You can make a beautiful wreath out of just the pansy pick itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you used 5 of these plus a few around the edges.
Right.
So how many would you say someone should buy to make this wreath?
So I would probably end up with 8 or 9 of each to create the wreath completely.
So 8 or 9 of those. A grapevine wreath base. He
If
said
you want it
it's
a little
18
fuller,
inches.
9, maybe 8 if you're trying to stay on a budget.
Yeah. So it's very budget friendly, very easy. I think I could do this and make it work. Maybe not as beautiful as yours, but it would do.
I think you could do it. I think
Thanks.
everybody could do it. We're going to talk about grapevine wreaths because we use a lot of these during the springtime. So everybody's familiar with an 18-inch round grapevine wreath. Ours are usually pretty thick, have a lot of space between the inside and outside. Sometimes you get some that are real thin, but these are kind of typical for us. But a lot of people want to know, like, oval, round, oval, round. So we just buy round grapevine wreaths. We do not buy oval grapevine wreaths. There are companies that make them round, but we only buy them, make them oval, but we only buy them in round. Because if you want to make it oval, really there's a couple of different options. But the easiest and fastest one to me is just to squeeze it until it's oval. David Christopher's workout.
I'm also getting in my workout. Is it working?
You have to let it go to find out if it works. Oval. And
Wow.
yeah, it's really complicated, so I'm sure nobody else can figure that out. But really, if you're having trouble, if you decide you've got really tall doors and you want oval as opposed to round, you can, if you decide you can't squeeze it tight enough, you can always tie a rope around either side and pull it tight in the middle and leave it overnight, and it'll be oval in the morning. So now we're going to actually decorate one of these. Okay, so now we've got our oval semi-egg shaped wreath. I'm going to use some of this cotton and this Forsythia pick, if I can get my lovely assistant to pull some of the tags off for me. So really we're just going to cover the vine part of the wreath in both Forsythia and this very pale cotton. So this is actually a cotton that's been dyed a little bit yellow, which is great for our Easter egg wreath here. And we're going to work the Forsythia kind of inside outside. So first one's a little more inside, second one's a little more outside. We'll just go back and forth. This one's more outside, this one goes a little more inside. And then we alternate the cotton as well on top of that, so that it goes inside outside as well. And that's really the easiest way to cover your entire wreath if you've got two products kind of like this. And Forsythia is actually starting to come out because it's warming up in Alabama right now. And we've got our wooden egg pick here. So you just kind of have to find an opening and just push, kind of rock it back and forth a little bit. And it'll keep sliding down a little bit further, and just keep rocking back and forth, sliding, and then we've got it in. A little excess on my egg steak here, and I'm just going to take my wire cutters and cut into it a little bit, and it'll pop right off. Nice light linen ribbon that's got a wire in it. I'm just going to do a couple of loops. I don't want anything real large or real extravagant for a bow because we want everybody to see the other parts that we made. And you get a piece of wire. Tie that. Get that tight in there. Got this wired jute cord. So it's got a nice stiff wire in it, and I'm just gonna put a couple of loops together. This you don't really have to tie because there's nothing to twist. Just gonna make a couple of loops here, and they don't have to be very big. And we want to go kind of inside of the light ribbon that we just used. A little piece of wire to add to that. Just to give it a little more natural there.
So if you liked the video today, we hope that you'll consider subscribing to our channel so that you don't miss the next wonderful thing that David creates.
We don't know what it is.
We really don't know.